Hi, my name is Georgia, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing easy and delicious desserts that I've been making this winter. As a quick disclaimer, I don't have a full-size oven or a stand or a hand mixer, so all of these recipes can be made without those. The first recipe I will be sharing is cranberry white chocolate cookies. In a small bowl, combine 1 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and stir to combine and then set aside. In a large bowl, combine 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 cup of butter. Whisk this all together until it has a creamy texture. Once that is combined, you're free to add your flax egg or your regular egg, whichever you prefer, and stir that to combine as well. Next, add your teaspoon of vanilla extract and continue to whisk that together. Once all the wet ingredients are combined, add the dry ingredients in parts and stir to combine between adding the 2 halves in. Once that is all combined, add in 3/4 cups of dried cranberries and 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips, and then mix this all together until the toppings are evenly dispersed. Then please feel free to put it on a baking sheet or whatever you have. If it is nonstick, it doesn't need to be greased, but if it's not nonstick, you can grease it with a little bit of butter, and then put it in the fridge to chill for about 30 minutes. While that's chilling, please preheat your oven to 375 degrees Celsius, in my case my toaster oven, and then after 30 minutes please put the cookies in, and then those can cook between 10 to 12 minutes until they turn a little bit brown and then they look like they're finished. You can take them out and enjoy them at your leisure. The cookies should look like this when they're finished, and they are delicious and buttery and crispy, and I totally recommend you making this recipe because it's quick and easy and a great dessert to make when you might not have some other fresh fruit or ingredients during the winter time. The cookies keep at room temperature to between 3 to 5 days. If not, you can make them ahead, put them in the fridge, or I even made some extra dough and put it in the freezer, and then when I'm ready to cook them, I just throw a few pieces in, cook it for 12 minutes at 375, and I have some nice, fresh, crispy, and buttery cookies. The next recipe will be a mini orange olive oil cake. This is inspired by oranges which are in season over the winter, most citrus is. So to a large bowl, combine 3 tablespoons butter, 3 tablespoons olive oil. The butter can just be softened at room temperature, and then 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So 4 threes of ingredients, so it's pretty easy to remember, and just combined until creamy. When this is all mixed together, you can add in your egg, or you can use a flax egg as well. I like to bring my egg to room temperature so it doesn't make the butter all cold, but you can do whichever you'd like. Also add 3 tablespoons of milk into your mixture. I'm using almond milk, but whole milk or any other kind of milk works as well. My milk was a little cold, which is why it's making the texture a little weird. In a smaller bowl, combine 3/4 cup all-purpose flour with 1/8 of a tablespoon of baking soda. Mix those together, and when those are combined, add it in parts into the wet ingredients in the bigger bowl. When that is all combined, mix in a teaspoon of orange zest and also the juice of about 1 small orange. Mine came out to about 1/2 cup of orange juice. And then you can butter and flour your cake tins, or you can use parchment paper, and then evenly divide it either into 2 cake tins or 1 big one. These ones are both 4 inches big, so if you have one that's 8 inches, it'll have the same amount of dimensions, and then you can place them into your preheated oven that was preheated to 375 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until the tops start to brown. While that's cooking, I made a quick little orange glaze. This isn't required, the cake is delicious on its own, but it is mixed with orange juice and also powdered sugar, and then you can mix that together until you get your desired consistency. You need much less liquid than you think you might. Just keep that in mind. When the cakes are done, the tops should look like this, and then please feel free to remove them from their pans when they have cooled a little bit. When they have cooled outside of their pans for about 15 to 20 minutes, please feel free to glaze them to your liking. And this glaze will be really sweet, so use it as much as you'd like. I personally love really sweet stuff, so I put a lot, and I actually kept some on the side to have a little bit of more sweetness, but either way it was delicious, and I recommend this recipe so much. You can see how moist and fluffy and delicate this cake is when I cut into it right here, and I hope you all try this out. It really does not take a long time to put together, and it packs a lot of punch in the flavor, and I just recommend it a lot. This final recipe is really simple. It's frozen banana bites. If you've ever had one of those frozen bananas at like a theme park or something, this tastes exactly like that, but as I always like to say, simple yet effective. Might seem foolproof, but I always just like to give fun little ideas like this. So with one banana, not too ripe but not too not ripe, you can slice it either into angular slices like this, you get more surface area, or into just straight down slices, and then you can melt either chocolate chips or dark chocolate, whatever your favorite kind of chocolate is, and put a little dollop of each onto each banana slice. Here I'm using a knife, but honestly I would recommend using a spoon because it makes the whole process a lot easier, and you might get a little bit more chocolate or waste less chocolate along the way. Once you've put the chocolate on, you can place chopped walnuts on top, or any other topping that you might think of, like for example shredded coconut or some kind of dried fruit, and just put as much as you would like, and then place them into your freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes or up to a day. This is very easy to make in advance and it will still be good. And then whenever you're ready to eat them, you can just remove them from the plate and snack on them just as you would potato chips, I guess. They're really delicious, nice and refreshing. I know winter is cold and cold things don't taste good, but these are worth it and are really delicious. Thank you so much for watching. I know this isn't a very long video, but I just like to share things that I've been having for dessert. I really appreciate each and every one of you for watching this video and showing me love. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Mwah.